Fourth and 1 from Maryland 30. Stroud with the football, back to throw. Stroud looking, guns, middle of the field in the end zone. Olave, and he's caught it! Touchdown ball. He was being interfered with by Tarheeb Still, cornerback. But Chris Olave gathers in a 30-yard TD pass from C.J. Stroud while he was being interfered with by Tarheeb Still.
All right. So you know that voice, so velvet. For nearly 25 years, Paul Keels, the voice of the Buckeyes, has really helped paint that picture of the action on the field for Buckeye fans who are listening on the radio. 97.1 The Fan. But this morning, Tracy, we're letting our viewers meet that smooth voice.
That's why you see now why we're on the radio.
Oh, stop it. Stop it. So, of course, Paul's from our sister station, 97.1 The Fan, which is great when you have to go do things like go to the grocery store. You have to walk away from the TV.
Right, so you
turn
have it
it
right
on,
there.
and you can visualize what's happening. How do you take us there? What happens?
You just try and imagine, just like what you said, Tracy, that people can't see what's going on, so you have to just give down and distance, time and score, and just be as descriptive as possible.
I love it. Well, you're pretty descriptive in your new children's book. Look at this. It is called The Best in the Land, The Story of Brutus Buckeye. How did this idea for writing a children's book come about?
It wasn't my own idea, I can tell you that. I was recommended by a colleague in Oklahoma who had done a similar thing with the Oklahoma Sooners. And so Ascend Books out of Kansas City contacted me last spring. And that's how the whole thing started, and there's the finished product.
Great.
So give us an idea of the plot. I mean, I know it was the Oklahoma thing, but I'm partial to Brutus.
Understand.
Yeah.
So it's about Brutus, like
It's about
going
Brutus.
to OSU.
Yes, growing up as a Buckeye nut in the fields of Ohio, and he wants to go to Ohio State, and he wants to play for his favorite football team. But he doesn't exactly get the chance to get on the football team right away.
And it's beautifully illustrated, we should say. So let's look at some of the pictures of your book while you're talking about it.
Yes, Chad Thompson did a great job with the illustrations. But Brutus finds different ways to help the football team, whether it's helping the coaches, helping the players, selling things at the concession stand, helping in the scoreboard, but finally he gets his chance to help the football team on the field.
Put me in, coach!
And they put him in. So that's kind of the whole story. It's, stick with it when things don't go well, and eventually he gets to be part of the football team.
That is fantastic. So two-time Heisman Trophy winner Archie Griffin talked about your book, and he said this. Let's get that quote up there. I really enjoyed reading The Best in the Land, The Story of Brutus Buckeye. I can only imagine how kids in Buckeye Nation will enjoy reading about Brutus's rise to the top of mascot land. So, I mean, is that really the lesson you're trying to convey, especially given, the pandemic year that we've just all gone through?
Absolutely. That, you just don't give up. And we're fortunate not only Archie Griffin, but Jim Lachey, Bobby Carpenter, James Laurinaitis has contributed some thoughts. But yeah, it's stick with it. Try and follow your dream, do what you can, and when life throws you curveballs, curve back with it. And so that was kind of the whole message.
I think there's a message for kids of all ages. Hint, hint.
Yeah,
grown-ups
for
there.
sure, for sure.
All right, so the book also rhymes. I'm going to try this. Then for Brutus and the Buckeyes came this season's biggest game, where they'd faced their foes from, Michigan. Their rivals felt the same. You made me say it.
When's the last time you had to try and rhyme something? That was the challenge, having done that. But fortunately, there was an editing staff that helped with some of those things. That's, rough drafts, second draft, third drafts, things like that. That was kind of the challenge with it all.
All right, so
really
you've
fantastic.
had the job as being the voice of the Buckeyes 1998.
Yes.
Okay, we're not going to do the years, but I mean, really,
24.
Dream dream job, right?
Yes, it is. And any job you have, you should approach as a dream job, but it is, absolutely.
Okay. Will you stick around and talk about the Penn State game with us
No,
a
I'm
little
going to
bit?
go home. No, I'll stick around.
No, we want to talk about that. But here's where you can find Paul tonight, because you have a book signing.
Yes.
So will Brutus be there?
My understanding is Brutus might show up.
Wow.
What was it like interviewing a nut?
Well, you're doing it now, so.
You can meet Paul in person tonight at, of course, the Ohio State University bookstore, 1598 North High Street. He'll be there at 6 p.m.
That was great.
I love it. Thanks, Paul, for being here.
My
I appreciate
pleasure.
it.
Glad to.